Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope things are going well in your world. I cannot say enough how much I've enjoyed this cube, although I did just get finished streaming the Baldur's Gate pre-release event, and let me tell you, that set's really exciting. We'll be playing some of that very soon, and I'll have some videos for you here on YouTube with that. I really enjoyed it. We are drawing to a close on the cube, sadly, but we managed to go out with a bang with today's draft. This turned out really well. We took all of the build-around cards for a particular archetype and really just nailed it. It was a blast to play. I think a great way to say farewell to the cube, and I hope that you will enjoy watching it and that you'll subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, y'all. Just click the freaking button. All right, thank you and enjoy. All right, where do we want to start? There's a lot going on for this pack with a suite of good dual lands, Planeswalker, Mikey, Eldest Reborn. We've got a Wrath, which is pretty dang good. I don't know what Soul Servitude does. What does this do? Sacrifice a non-token creature. You may discard a card. If you do, conjure a duplicate of the sacrificed creature into your hand. So it's an edict, but you can copy it if it's something you would want. That's interesting. You'll get better at it over time, and I'll show you. I think I like Banishing Light here. As it's nice, cheap, early interaction. Late interaction kills everything. I could respect a lot of these choices, though. Mainly Eldest Reborn, Farewell, Nissa, Mikey, or any of these lands. I think would be very reasonable choices. It's kind of a boring pick, but I think it leads to a deck that's more likely to win. I found in cubes, if you pick the stuff you kind of need to have, you can eventually get to the stuff that you'd like to have. Now, Yorion's an interesting one, because it would obviously go with the Banishing Light and can even do some interesting things with the Banishing Light, which I dig. And if we've got more time to build around it, that's pretty neat too. I don't know that I want to make a 60 card deck, but we could. Certainly makes for good content. I'm picking Yorion. Like, even if we don't companion it, the Sky Noodle's pretty damn good. If I put this down here, do I get Yorion on the cover? Yes. What if I bring it back? It goes back. Flame. I've never played this, but I should have by now. It's a neat ETB. I would need to really focus on some instants and sorceries, but yeah, this is interesting too. I really want to play this Siphoner. That's how I started Thangarth, and I think that was a good decision. I don't like beer. I like mead, I like wine, and I like whiskey, but I really don't like beer. Just never done it for me. I do like Jacob Hadouken. I'm relatively happy with Dennick too. I think I like Jacob Hadouken a little bit better because it's like nice card advantage, but we'll see. All right, I've been saying I do need to find instants, and I do need to find them if we're going to play the Siphoner, but ideally we will the Blank or the Dennick. That would be cool. I think we could work with that. I probably need to take a Hallowed Fountain here if we're going to do it, even though I think an Adeline would be nice too, but if we're going to do blue-white, I may as well have decent mana. Another option to get some decent mana here, although I quite like Into the Royal as interaction. But here, like, there's a couple things we could wheel if I take the Temple. Well, if you ever need recommendations for mead, let me know. What does this one do? I turn something into a 3/3 and then get back an artifact or enchantment. It's not bad. This is also a very, very handy land. The other secret to the cycles, Scott, is that the trench gun is actually really good. You can 3-tap most people with it. Reality chip's pretty bloody good too. I think I like the reality chip. We're going to give that a go. I think Dream Eater is quite nice. Yes, Dream Eater is quite nice. This is kind of nice too. But I think we can get some work done out of the Dream Eater. Baron's very nice to Yorion and Flicker. So is the Wrath. Yuck. I'm going to have to take the Wrath, because this is just not an effect I'm going to see a lot of. All right, what did you do? It's a non-land permanent that can't be activated. It has all the abilities of the Chromatic permanent. Okay, so this is just a 2-drop that sort of messes with their activated abilities. Gonna need some 2-drops. So sure, come on in, buddy. Man, wheeling everything I could have wanted, from the dual land to just really solid 2s and even a fun thing here. But I'm gonna take the dual land. This would allow us to add in a 3rd color if we want to. Yeah, there's so many playables, I don't need to go crazy. If we were seriously considering companioning Yorion, I probably can't take this many lands, but I'm not seriously considering that. If I don't get at least 3 instants and sorceries, I don't think I can play the Siphoner. And probably beyond the Farewell. We wield Blink and Dennick. So Blink currently would be pretty good with the Dream Eater, the Yorion, the Siphoner, potentially the Fence. I'll try to get somewhere where we can do something with this. I hope you enjoy it, Ewan. All right, so ideally the Mirari Conjecture would be really good here, but I need to just hit a large amount of instants and sorceries. So I think that leads to me rather taking the Deluge. All right, we have now hit close to enough for me to feel relatively comfortable with the Siphoner. It's beginning to get interesting. This is a really fun card to blink. Restoration Angel can allow us to do even more blinky things. I'm pretty happy with multiple choice. I think as long as there's solid picks that are in blue-white, I don't really need to branch out. Yeah, I think I like the Restoration Angel too, Ewan. If I had a couple Esper duels, I might be considering the Hostage Taker. But I think we're going to be doing, yeah, exactly, blinky flash things. And the Resto Angel just goes really nicely with that. Cavalier of Gales is a solid addition to any blue deck, and the mana is going to be good enough to cast it. You can blink it. I don't hate Kenrith. We probably won't be able to activate all of it, but having card draw and a little bit of life gain can be nice. But I think I like the Cavalier. It's a good solid 5. All right, the Polymorphist is okay. I have not much cared for Better Offer, but it would give us a way to make the Siphoner a little bit better. The Obscurist plays a little bit better with blinky stuff. The Better Offer, well, I guess if we're going to blink their thing, then we just keep it, which is interesting. You like Immortal Sun? I've never been a huge fan of that. Yeah, I don't think that goes with the themes I'm building around right now, but that's the other part about cubing. Take whatever the hell you want, it's going to be good. I gotta go ahead and take the polymorphous because I haven't played it and I don't have anything at 3. We'll see if it does anything. Lear doesn't really do much for us, right? Yeah, not currently. We could try to make it better, but I just don't have enough instants and sorceries where I think I can just take the inscription and be pretty damn happy. So I'm gonna do that. I wouldn't mind a mana rock. Teferi ain't bad. The land ain't bad. I feel like I actually want hard evidence here. As between that and all of these, I should be able to get value off of this. So I don't think this thing's amazing, but I think it's pretty good here. Not really a Divine Visitation deck, but we could be an Elite Guard Mage deck. Golos is alright too, but I think I want the Guard Mage. The challenge here is I kind of want the Vizier because I was thinking it would be nice to have a little bit of ramp in this deck, but I've got a low enough curve that I don't think I'm in danger of getting stuck with multiple 5s and 6s in hand. A little bit of card draw would be nice besides Jacob. Even something like Ponder or Opt would play well in this deck. Like, Search is interesting, but I don't think it's doing enough here. I don't have that many instants and sorceries. I can sort of get behind the Surveyor. Teleportation Circle lets us go heavier into the blink. This rewards us for getting the blinks. I think I like the circle a little better, but like it's close here. Scroll Wielder could happen. The rest of this kind of can't. So if I get a bunch more instants and sorceries, that's another fun one to have access to. Mimic's fine. Can play the Mimic. Yeah, we've got some great blink targets. We just need more, and we need a few more instants and sorceries. But like, if I have to play Release the Dogs or something, I can. Don't actually want any of this. I don't think there's a scenario where we play any of it. Better offer, I'll play. I don't love this card, but I can play it. I'm kind of trying to decide if we want to do Yorion Companion or not. I'm close to being able to do it. That helps with the Scroll Wielder potential. Good luck, Ewan. Thanks for hanging out, my dude. We've gotten very nearly every duel for our color pair we could. All right, Mothra's not bad, but I seem to remember this being kind of busted, right? Yeah, this just continues to blink more of my crap. This is the build around for this color pair. We should take it. Yeah, so we've got Yorion, Resto Angel, this, and the teleportation circle. We are blinking everything we've got. So the question now just becomes, how cool of things do you have to blink? And I've got enough card draw with Memory Deluge too. And do we have a realistic shot at companioning Yorion? Man, that's a hell of a lot of fun to blink. I think I can probably play it. I'd feel a lot more comfortable if I had a mana rock or two. Which is kind of awkward that it's here with the Ornithopter, but this is probably too much fun for me not to take it. I mean, what's up? This lets you basically copy one of your spells or one of your opponent's spells, which is interesting, but not that interesting. Nah, the question here is, do I want the Hedron Archive or the Pathway? With maybe the Spell Thief and maybe the Clarion being options. I think I've got enough to do with the mana we can take the Archive. I'd just really rather have a 2-mana rock, but you don't really get to pick. That's okay to blink. You've broken the format, Tommy. So I remember liking Vizier, right? Yeah, it's just another 4-mana clone. I was happy with that as a 2-drop. Could also use that for a little more ramp. But this is pretty fun to blink too. You can just get more copies of it when you want them. Angel of Invention's great to blink. But I think Lion Sash is just too good not to take. So the question now becomes, are we companioning Yorion? Because I think I'm getting pretty close to being able to do it. Although this pack is like maybe not dog. Maybe not. Could probably play Whirlwind Denial. I don't think that's insane because we've got a gaping hole at 3 mana. And I could potentially commence the end game. The map's solid, yeah, it's playable. I was trying to think of like, where do we need something? And I don't think it's a mana sink. I think it's something to do on 3. Ephemerate's obviously interesting too, but I think I might try to companion Yorion. I'm really close to being able to pull it off. Because how many lands would I need in a 60-card deck? 24? Nah, I may not be able to do it. It's close. Oh, there's another 4-mana clone that I can buy back. I think we got literally every duel we could for blue-white. So I may just cut this down to what's reasonable. Because there's some stuff here I don't feel like I have to play. Because I'd need, what, 36 playables, and I don't have 36 playables. Yeah, I ain't gonna get them either. Alright, is what it is. I can make cuts. Primal Amulet was really bad, right? Yeah, I don't think we quite got to where I can do that. But if this is 17 lands, I can just make some cuts and be pretty happy. I've got, frankly, too many clones. So let's go through here and take out things that are just not particularly great. I don't love Bad Offer. I played with that some and I didn't like it. I don't love the fence. Although I suppose you could argue I've got enough stuff that I don't need Raise the Alarm. So I could just cut that instead. This at least does something. If I'm going to play these clones, I should probably cut one of them. I feel like Vizier and the Mimic are kind of the same thing, which makes me want to go with the Mimic. It's a little easier to cast. I like the idea of keeping the Mythos so we could potentially get it back. I don't think I need Memory Deluge anymore. Those feel like the easy cuts. Because I think I've still got enough spells that I can get something back pretty consistently. I don't need the reality chip. And now we're down to the last cut, and it's probably going to end up being Whirlwind Denial. Which I don't think is great, but most of the rest of the stack is sorcery speed. So I think if I do this, I've got a deck that looks kind of reasonable. And it's pretty even on the mana too, right? Yeah, it is. Sure, we'll rep the Azorius Senate. Looks like a deck to me. Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. All right, let's take it out for a spin. Really, Arena? This is how you gonna do me? I thought we were better and closer than this. All right. Let's believe. Let's believe that I'm going to draw nothing but crazy expensive cards and get ragged. As was foretold in the prophecy. But at least I can spam emotes. They've got a Mothra. I may just main phase that and then make my land drop. Unless we think we really need the Restoration Angel. Like, it'd be cool as hell to get to block them this turn, but I could do that and just copy their Mothra and be pretty comfortable with that. The thing is, if I go 6 here, I could go double 4 next turn. And that seems way better to me. We take a massive hit. Which I'm not a huge fan of. Heliod sure is noisy. So I think we're doing pretty basic play here. Where we can block and then blink. Still gonna have to find some ways to interact with this. To get first strike, but not double strike. Bye-bye. Don't really need to blink any of these. May exile it. Okay, we're getting a little blinky. The Restoration Angel does, the Polymorphous does not. Yeah, I guess it was hard to tell which one I was reading, which makes sense, which makes a lot of sense. It doesn't look like Ground Pounders be doing much. Look like we would be wanting more fly things, but I don't really have more fly things. I could play the other clone. But I think this is actually about where we'd want to be. At least not far from it. I'm gonna keep it, because if we hit the lands, it's got a really good shot at doing something, but it's not a keep that I feel incredibly confident about. The deck has decent 2-drops, and it's got plenty of land, so that's kind of got it going on. Hard Evidence is a great draw there. Can potentially make up for not having enough lands in the opener. Look at the baby Mikey. Don't see any reason to wait. See, look at that. We got plenty of lands. Never didn't have enough lands. Now, we don't want to make a copy of Mikey because that's really stupid. I hope that we don't make a copy of a crab, but I'm not going to rule it out. But make a copy of that. Because that's bloody terrifying. Now all of a sudden I do want the ground pounders. Dude! Well, we knew we had a problem at 3 mana. It didn't get better. There is a Wrath in the deck. We're beginning to get to the point where that may be necessary. God, that's freaking huge. That is a very bigly Krinko. Oh, good grief.
Your punishment is my entertainment.
Are you not entertained?
By coin or carnage, tribute is owed.
So I can make my own Bob, but I only get one. And if I casualty this, it's going to have starting loyalty 0, which doesn't seem incredibly useful to me. They've also got a Mikey going. Like, this seems just terribly, terribly bad to me. It's a cast trigger, so I can't even get one. Yeah, this seems really, really bad to me. I suspect I'm just dying. I guess I'll make a Krinko and see if it goes anywhere. It's not gonna. Because I need, like, string of things into Wrath. It's a whole different deck than what they had last time. I don't know why they didn't do that last turn, but whatever's clever. I've seen enough. Well, it would work with Enter the Battlefields, but Bob Nicholas doesn't have an Enter the Battlefield effect, right? He has a casualty effect. Yeah, I think this is still where we want it. Whereas Chariot has an ETB. So those things are a little bit different. Okay, I wouldn't say this is perfect, but I can work with this. We can fill our graveyard with infinite evangels, which is kind of neat. I'm not entirely sure. I'll let y'all sort it out. Oh, you're talking about using the chariot on the planeswalker token, not using Mythos on the chariot. Neat. Sure. I guess, when does this happen? Beginning of the next end step. So I could stop on their end step, blink it, and at least have another Evangel to play. Which I think is what we're doing. Probably should have attacked with the fence in that case, but... Huh, okay, that's interesting, Seth. I'm not actually sure how that works. The mana leak is here to ruin our fun. Good afternoon, John. It'd be swell if they didn't trade for the fence, but, like, I'll live if they do. And it would have been 0 if I'd sacrificed my crab, right? Ah, okay. This Evangel's pretty damn cool. Yeah, this hand looks fantastic, and this was us being mana deprived. It's kind of fun just discarding all these Evangels. Thank you, John. Like, look at my graveyard. It's so full of dead clerics. I see you have elected the way of pain. I like that one a little better, Kev, but they both good. They're pretty fun. There's so many redundant pieces in the stack. It's like, which one do you want to kill? Because they're all going to mess with you. Good grief. Want to play a creature? Because it's not going to work out well for you. That's awesome, John. Where'd they go? I thought we were having fun. I like that with the temple, because it kind of does need one more land, but... It's interesting though, Generic, it's only an issue with the overlay, because it works fine in chat, it's just the overlay looks like garbage. Just basically looking for land here. And we got one. Neat. I did not have quite that experience, Generic. Trench guns are pretty good. Kinda needed to land there, which is a bit unfortunate, but... Can I borrow one of yours? Nope. No lands for me. Our house is burnt down, sagely. We do have this crab, though. I feel like we're basically winning. All right, we could still draw the Wrath off the top. Kind of need to. But we could. Jump under the bus, Mr. Crab. And Wrath. Neat. I don't need my graveyard. Maybe they do. Because this will still be in there. I can always get it back. Why you don't scoop? Yuck. Still maybe just dead. Alright, so I banish that and then die. I Restoration Angel and then die. I Yorion and then die. There's just no way out of this, is there? We need to hit another land. I mean, we need another blue source. There's plenty in the deck. We just didn't hit them. Sucks. Like, we got plenty of blue mana, right? There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's 11 blue sources in this deck. It's fine. They weren't really hyper aggro. I would argue that a deck with Elish Norn in it kind of can't be hyper aggro, but I can definitely want a counterspell against that. And so far, I just haven't needed the Meteor Golem. Hello, Michael. Good day, sir. I don't think I want the 4 dogs. Why would I want them? I mean, I know dogs are awesome, which I appreciate. Arena be hating me today, but it's okay. I don't think they're aggressive, Tommy. They're an Elish Norn deck. Can you be an aggressive Elish Norn deck? Sure. I think Tommy misunderstood me, or I misspoke, because what I meant to say was I don't think they're very aggressive. That may not be what I said. Tommy, I do need you to help me with my pronunciation of something, though. When someone sneezes, Herveudansky? Am I close? Dexy? I'm not saying that last part right. I know I'm not. Terveudinsky. Tervedexy. Okay, so maybe I'm sort of getting there. Dexy. Tervedexy? There's no oo? Oh, there is at the end. Terveudexy. Okay, there we go. I don't like saying bless you. And Gesundheit sounds weird, so maybe we'll be a Terveudexy family. I will eat your artifact. Where it looks delicious. Yeah, it's basically the same thing as Gesundheit, right? I'm pretty sure Gesundheit is good health in German. See, they wanted to release the hounds against me, which is crazy. Oh, that feels mighty nice. You say blast those boogies out and finish. I'm pretty sure y'all can find a way to do that. Blast those boogies out. I figured they could have that and cast something and I'll just counter whatever it is and be so far ahead we probably just win. But they do seem to be a big mana deck. Thank you for checking out the video, Generic Guy. Does anyone need a model of Alph as a Green Lantern? John, you're asking the wrong question. Everyone on the planet should obviously have a model. I can't even say that with a straight face. My God. Our culture's dead. It's been great. See, this is the two tanks. I'm like, we've clearly reached the end times, and John is like, this is the best time ever. What if Alph was the Green Lantern of Melmac? The Minds of Butt Fiction. And Buttspot is one of the best additions to this chat we've ever had. Good old Minds of Butt Fiction. Obviously, you want your model to be posable. Ah! There was an Alf cartoon I watched when I was a kid. What a time to be alive. Man, if I can hit a bunch of blue mana, this hand is pretty good. I'm scared, though. I don't think I can actually keep this with the Cavalier. It's already a mole. Now, it could certainly be worse. And it is. All right, this I can actually work with. This I can work with, because I don't need defense, and I don't really need Hadouken. But the Lion Sash at least gives me somewhere to dump some mana. And this is basically a 4-drop if we hit another land, is the thinking. So there's that. They have a Master Chef. Master Chef? Is it Master Chef or Master Chief? I can't actually tell. I can never tell those words apart. Does he cook or does he like order people around? No, he does both. Fair enough. Okay. This hand is really developed well. Work, work, work. I believe after this round, we're going to take a break and hang with Sim Baby for a moment. So we can do Stream Raiders and Baby Time. Work, work, work. This is kind of a weird way to start getting crap in the graveyard, but it works. We'll do an interview session with Sim Baby, so think about questions you'd like to ask her. Hello, Moses. We're pretty dead here. Yeah, I can't even hit the Wrath. We're just dead. I need this to do a lot more work than it's capable of. All right, peace out. Oh, I'm not conceding because of that. This game was over. All right, if we can get one more win, we've at least broken even, and that would be rather nice. Not great, but it can work. Yeah, Meeping Angel may be a bit of a shut up and take my money moment. Counterspells are not real, and they cannot hurt me. See? Not real, can't hurt me. There's no two. I thought Counterspell was in the cube. But maybe I've only gotten that off of the thing that does the stuff. So I've got to do creatures for this to do the thing, right? Yeah, it has to be a permanent. Because I think we're going to just exile all creatures here in a minute. I assume they're going to play another one. Which means I'd rather just take another 3 and then get going. Pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna need a creature I can blink, please. I don't think we're keeping Jacob Hadouken realistically. Yeah, we're not. It sure do. It sure do.
Present. This was boring anyway.
Sure. So Spark Double does not clone anything, it only clones your stuff. And today, some of you And my opponent learned that. Whereas the good clones, like Mythos of Llama, Mirror Hall Mimic, and Vizier of Many Faces, clone whatever you want. And that's why Spark Double sucks, if you were wondering. I kind of want the Whirlwind Denial again. All right. Alright, yeah, I just want to hit the land drops. I wasn't sure if I would or not. But I think I do. Why not attack with both? You're gonna do it. Why have any more one drops? I'm being lazy, but it doesn't matter. Good old Restoration Angel. Remember Restoration Angel? I remember. Well, looks like we got some lands coming our way.
If I were you, I'd just surrender. From battle to the grave.
And if I sack that, I don't have to draw those two lands, which I like. Yeah, I kind of think that's actually worth it. That seems perfectly reasonable to me. I don't see why that would be out of the ordinary at all. But I guess I do have to draw the two lands.
How disappointing.
Why wouldn't you immediately redraw it?
Let me demonstrate the prowess of my ancestors.
She said prowess!
Let thoughts flow like river rapids.
Bye-bye now. Not too bad. Rather get the 3-0, but like we were relatively close to it there if you think about it, right? And we did get that silver rat guy thing, which is pretty cool. And of course, a big thank you to my patrons. Thank you to Punk, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Fasty, Rich, Brandon, Jazzy, Craig, and Geis. I appreciate y'all.